collectors. How y'all doing? I hope all is well. I've been in bed all day, y'all. I don't know. I needed to get some relaxation and acting in the bed under my covers. Oh man, who that thought, y'all? I always forget this. Right in my hand. Can't find the All right, y'all. Hopefully this is gonna be better. Yeah. All right, y'all. Let's get into it and see what it is that you need to know. Um, this is going to be a collective reading because I've been in bed all day. So I'm still kind of, you know, suited for my bed. I'm not really ready to get up. You might be like me, trucking along, moving it real slow. You know what song I'm hearing by Tina Turner? Big wheel, keep on turning. Proud Mary, keep on burning. And we're rolling, rolling, rolling on a river. All right. Somebody might be moving. I left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. Somebody may be also on a contract. And I never lost 1 minute of sleep. And I would worry about the way that things might have been. Big wheel, keep on turning. Proud Mary, keep on burning. All right, we got the Five of Swords. Collective, you could be leaving a situation. It doesn't necessarily have to be a job. You may not have have been leaving the city, but there's something that you are leaving, and you're just rolling with the punches. And we're rolling. Yeah, Seven of Wands with the Emperor. All right, you could be connected to a masculine, divine masculine energy. You could be the divine masculine energy. Let's talk about it. Who is currently in the collective's energy? Tell us about the person that they're with, who is currently in the collective's energy. All right, you could be dealing with someone that things are no longer working out with. You're not putting any more work into it, or you're not putting any more energy to give and receive with someone. Something is definitely unstable or imbalanced. Someone that you may have been connecting with, possibly a Libra, or you may feel like things are imbalance or unstable. All right, tell me a little bit more about the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Why is this here? Yeah, something was just not. Yeah, you had to leave a situation because it was unstable. Yeah, I feel like what you want is a commitment. Eight of Cups. Yeah, so you may have been dealing with somebody that was not committed to working on things with you. So you're moving towards something that will bring you that emotional fulfillment. Yeah, Sun card. Some of you already found it, or you have an idea of what it is that you're looking for. Tell me what it is. What else that collective needs to know? You may have somebody who, like Ike Turner, might be in the background. Yeah, Chariot in a reverse. Hmm. Why the Chariot in reverse? Two of your first cards are in the reverse. Why the Chariot in the reverse? Some of you may be considering. Some of you may be considering going backwards, going back. You got a Seven of Cups in reverse, the King of Cups. This could be someone that you're connecting to. So maybe you left someone. You could be connected to a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, male energy, masculine energy, listening to their intuition, Ace of Swords. Yeah. So this person may now be seeing something, a decision that they left. Maybe they left you, right? Because they think things were unbalanced or unstable. Um, and now they may be turning around. I left a good job in the city. They may have felt that you were a good place to be. Working for the man. Maybe you put a lot of work or responsibility on them, or expected them to put a lot of work or responsibility on themselves. Maybe you lived in the same home together. Maybe you wanted there to be shared responsibilities. Tell me about the Eight of Cups, Seven of Cups. And this person may have felt like you may have been demanding. That may have been what the Emperor is. Seven of Wands. Yeah, the Emperor with the Seven of Wands. Someone could be like saying that, the Moon card. Yeah. This person left a situation without really clearly having an answer, or you left the situation without really clearly having an answer, or knowing exactly what it is that you wanted. Judgment and the Fool. Yeah, that's usually what happens. With the Fool, you don't really have the answers. You just take a leap. Someone just took a leap. They may have started a new relationship. You may have started a new relationship with the Hierophant and the Ten of Cups. And now they regret it. Page of Wands and the Five of Cups. Hermit, Four of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. They thought where they were going was the grass was greener. It wasn't. They really didn't do a lot of, and they just went on a whim, right? And it could have been because they felt like you was that Emperor with the Seven of Wands, right? They thought that they were just kind of like, you know, standing ground. I don't know. Maybe they felt like you were too strong or something for them to kind of move forward. Yeah, Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords. It could be energy where this person may be wanting to communicate some truth now. There could have been some truth communicated already between you and the person that you're connecting to. That's this energy. Where is the collective in this energy here? Where's the collective? I keep hearing a song. I left a good job in the city, and it keeps starting right over there. You are feeling the loss of this connection. Ten of Wands. Why is the collective feeling the loss of this connection? Did collective leave this situation? Why is the collective feeling the loss in the situation? Working for because they're single, independent, having to do things on their own. Uh, you could be younger energy. Maybe you left the home, left the parents' home. Um, you may be. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. Ten of Wands. Yeah. So with the Seven of Cups in reverse, you may be understanding or realizing that there was some, the truth of what something is, the burden. Something is, yeah, the Sun card. The truth of something. Something is a burden. What's a Chariot in reverse? Tell me more about the Chariot in reverse. If this is you and not the person that you're connecting to, you could really be feeling the loss of the person that walked away from you, right? This could be a lover. This could be a family member that walked away from you, moved away from the home. Tell me about okay. So the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, this person made the decision to go in a different direction. The direction that they went into, they tried to listen to their intuition about it, but it wasn't the best decision. Tell me more about the King of Wands. What is their current energy toward the situation? What is the King of Wands' current energy? Page of Wands. Okay, now they want to communicate. Oh, they thought about going. They wanted to go on a new journey. They wanted to start a new situation, new relationship where they thought was going to bring them some sort of happiness. Now, maybe finding a new home, maybe a place to live, right? Maybe they wanted to find a place to live. Maybe they wanted to start a new relationship. If this was a relationship with you and they left you for somebody else, they wanted to go after something that they thought would bring them some type of passion, right? Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. There is energy here where something was blocked from them, or they felt like that a decision was difficult to make. They could have been a little indecisive, or now currently feeling indecisive about communicating some sort of truth about the end of a situation. They want to come and apologize. They may be afraid that you may not accept their offer. The Star card to heal after breaking up, separating, breaking a heart. Yeah. You got the five of cups, excuse me, the Five of Swords, Five of Cups, and the Devil hurting you in some way. Like this person was chasing their own inhibitions. I got this reading already. I don't know if I posted. I think I did it, and I got a little frustrated with it because I feel like it keeps repeating itself. What is the Page of Wands? What is the Page of Wands? What is the Page of Wands? This King of Wands wants to communicate something here. Red Robin. Okay. They want to communicate something here. The Death card. Yeah. What they really wanted was change, but what they ended up with like is some things not coming. That they had to wait. Things keep things keep slowing down for them. They're being asked to wait. There's something that they should do. They may have to communicate with you, and they're refusing to do so. Eight of Swords. Yeah, they have to communicate, and they're refusing to do so. They have to take a chance to communicate. I made a post on my my community page, and I said something to the aspect of um, what the hell did I say? Something in the aspect of the person that you're in no contact with. They are and they're trying to communicate with you through music when they did not respect you. They did not communicate well with you. They did not give and receive with you, but they want to communicate with you through the music. I said, turn off the music, turn off the radio. Let that clown do the work on their own. Like, don't do the work for them. Because I feel like this person knows they made a mistake about a direction that they chose. And instead of coming to you like a person, man or woman, instead of them coming to you like that, they rather communicate to you through um, telepathy, by conjuring you up in their mind and in their body and their dreams. That is cowardice. That's a coward because they may be afraid that you may not take them back, and it may be true. You may not want them back if that's how they treated you. Choosing somebody in some cases, for some of you, choosing somebody else over you. Who's gonna want that back? And because instead of apologizing like a person would, this person is scared that you might react, that you might get the upper hand now, and they sad. That's weird. That's weird. I don't, these readings are starting to frustrate. These types of readings are starting to frustrate me because it's like they're intensifying in more and more energies, more and more energies, more and more readings. And if I'm sick of it, I'm probably hoping that y'all are sick of it too, and y'all will actually turn off the radio. Let this person do the work. Tell me more about the King of Wands. Let them do the work. Like, I get it. Like, we could be understanding about how they might feel about um how you gonna take them coming back to you after they did all this, right? Being causing confusion, being confusing, causing illusions, being elusive, only need to come back because they're dealing with their own karma. Things that they thought they was going to give and receive with ain't doing nothing for them because they didn't do it to other and give it to other people. This is what they have to deal with. This is a part of the things that they have to deal with. People don't have to believe in karma, but you bet to believe that whatever you do to other people, an atom way to good you'll see it, and an atom way to bad you'll see it. So if you're doing disgusting, vile, and disgusting things to people, it's going to come back. It's going to come back to you. What's the King of Wands? And you're gonna have to apologize for it. If you don't, then that's on you. If you feel like your maker's gonna accept your forgiveness, then that's you, and you can continue to accept delays because your maker, the people, your person's people, right? Their ancestors, whoever it is that they worship, pray to, meditate to, whoever it is that they do that to, they're going to show that you guys still got to do it. There's nothing that you're going to do. There's nothing you can do that's going to push you forward unless you're going to continue to struggle. Tell me about the King of Wands. Like, I'm mad frustrated, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm mad frustrated with this King of Wands, and it's always a King of Wands. How you up in the upright? How you in the upright when you doing foul and disgusting stuff? Like, you must think you're doing the right thing when you wrong. When you wrong. And that's why everything that you get is going to slow down for you. King of Swords. Trying to figure it out. Seven of Pentacles. This person is reading a lot. They're reading a lot, possibly reaching out to somebody to give them some type of truth. But let's think about it real. Let's think about it real for real for real. Now this is where we get the kind of sweet part, right? Let's think about it for real, because we can be understanding about a person and see them going through their own plight and their own change. We can understand that, right? But if you go through all of this stuff and you do all of the bad stuff, now you want to reach out to somebody to talk to about it. You was already doing that. You got the advice from the wrong people. That's why you got the moon card, because you don't know. You're unclear. You listen to your own intuition. It was wrong because you were just listening to your ego. Five of Swords, King of Wands. Come on now. Tell me about the King of Swords. Why is he here? This could be somebody else in this person's energy. Someone that they see also as a leader. Four of Pentacles. This person can't come up with no ideas. None. Nothing. Four of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. King of Cups. Until this person is doing what they need to do in regards to what their intuition is telling them to do, the right thing to do. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. And their intuition is telling them to come and apologize. Come and apologize to the Empress. All right. What else does the collective need to know? Get out of this energy with this person. God dang. What else does the collective need to know? I think once the collective gets on one accord and comes out of this energy, but I know occasionally we're going to always find those individuals who just come out of relationships with abusive people, people who do not give and receive, people who are not loyal, people who have been um, just not ready for a relationship. And sometimes even the collective who refuse to let the relationship go when it's supposed to be removed or when it's supposed to be let go. But we're going to have those individuals. But once we all get on the same accord to move away from the individuals, the divine masculine or the karmic masculine, because you can be in a connection with the karmic masculine that you think is your divine masculine, and finally move on and let them do the work, and make sure that when they're coming in that they're fixing their own garbage. You're not responsible for that collective. I feel like we'll get out of these readings. I really feel like it. I really feel like it, because everybody is on their own time, and sometimes we have to play catch up, because some people will need to hear this, right? Some people would need to hear this, but to be here this long on the same energy is wow. On the same kind of king. Come on now. You ain't got to take it from me. Watch other readers, bigger readers, if y'all want to. Watch them and watch me still talking about the same King of Wands, doing the same stupid stuff, making dumb decisions based on what somebody else tells them, or intuition that they're not even truly understanding themselves because they're sitting up here in their ego. What else the collective need to know? What else does the collective need to know? Five of Pentacles. What about the Five of Pentacles? What about the Five of Pentacles? Hermit and the Judgment. Yeah, King of Pentacles. The World card and the Five of Wands. Tell me more about the Judgment. I'm going to tell you what I felt just now with this Five of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Judgment in a second. Let me just get one more card out. Temperance. Wow. Three major arcanas, which means this is going to take some time. This is something that is faded, right? And for some of you, it's going to be something that could be a bit of a struggle. All right. You could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be connected to a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn with the Eight of Pentacles. I also feel like you may have somebody new in your energy as well, but we'll get to that in a second. But I feel like I said earlier, the moment you release something, let something go, I feel like you collectively, the collective will move out of this energy. I feel like there's something that you really need to see the truth of it. And for some of you, that is what's happening, right? Somebody that is in the lack, somebody who's not giving in, somebody who's stubborn. I feel like you need to see that, right? So you may be feeling left out in the cold. You may be feeling a lack in situations where it could be money, connection, like that physical connection, bonds, and all that good stuff. You may be feeling the lack of that because you're not seeing the truth of what something is, and you have to make a decision to heal. You have to do that with the temperance energy. I don't know how many people are gonna like this video, but it's the truth, right? It's real. It's unfortunate because I know. Trust me. And it took me, it really took a lot of praying and a lot of talking to myself and making myself understand that I didn't. Although no one in this world is perfect, no one deserves to be in a relationship that is filled with emptiness. Nobody deserves that. So if you're in a situation where you feel the person is leaving you out in the cold, making you feel like you have to search for answers in a relationship, walk away. Even that means just for a little while. You don't really want to break up yet because you're not ready. But if the conversation between you and the person that you're connecting to, and there's a block in that, someone is literally not talking, literally not coming up with any ideas because they done made all these stupid ass decisions before, and now they're just like just sitting in it. Oh, my delay is just only temporary. We don't fucking know that. We got the death here, so you never know. That person may come through with some type of renewal, but this person is not doing anything to change it. Nothing, 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 nothing. And we didn't talk about not a single action that this person is willing to take to change this. Nothing. They're just living in it. But for you, you can do something, right? It might be a bit of a challenge, but it will require you to work on yourself. King of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles. For some of you, you are the divine masculine in this energy. Now you got three kings out here. But some of you got individuals coming towards you that you should definitely avoid. Okay? Definitely avoid. This is like literal F boy energy. Okay? Literally. For some of you, I do feel like you're going to walk away. Okay, with the Five of Cups, this person trying to hold on to you, rushing towards you, trying to make advances towards you, get you to sign a new contract by letting them in your body and your mind. For some of you, you're like, no. Some of you, you're about to start a new connection out of nowhere. It's going to be like out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Like you're not even going to expect this person. And it's going to take you some courage to take a chance on this person. Likely because of this nonsense. All right. All right. I'm going to get some more energy for new love, okay? Because boy, oh boy. Since the new love is showing up, let's talk about it. Okay. Energy for new love for the collective. Energy for new love for the collective. All right. You got the Page of Pentacles. You may be getting small offers. All right. Some of you may be getting also a job invitation. Like, when you do onboarding, you might be receiving that email, an onboarding email. King of Pentacles is here again. For some of you, this is a person that may be looking at, somebody may very well want to move really quickly into a commitment. Okay. We'll talk about if you should trust that in a minute, okay? But it looks like somebody that you may know, possibly a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or someone who's presenting themselves as stable. This person may want to move a relationship very quickly from friend zones or just getting to know each other to a full-on commitment. Someone is ready to commit to you or ready to start some type of commitment, or this is you towards someone else. You may be ready to start commitment. All right, the Sun card. What I'm saying is true. All right, Four of Pentacles. Don't allow yourself to be restricted. Don't be afraid. A lot of the times when we hold back, we is because of fear. All right, don't be afraid. Allow yourself to experience newness. Allow yourself to experience the sun on your cheeks, on your shoulders. Look up at the sun and smile. All right. Should the collective trust this offer coming from this King of Pentacles? All right. For some of you, this job that you're going to be getting an invitation to, it does have room for how you say it, elevation, promotion. Some of you, you could be someone that might wear a badge. Maybe that's what this is. Okay. Or the person that you're connecting to might be wearing a badge. They may wear a badge, some level of importance, some type of leadership. Someone had that, that's what I'm getting. All right. But should the collective trust this energy? Ace of Swords and the Magician. I feel like some of you definitely manifested this, but the answer to that question is yes. All right. Yeah. Last message for the collective. What does the collective need to know? Yeah, Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. I'm sorry. At the bottom of the deck, you got the Knight of Cups. Yeah, it feels like for some of you who might be coming into a new romantic situation, you can trust this individual to want that longevity, and it could go long term for some of you. That could lead to marriage. Okay, it's gonna start with an invitation. It's gonna move really, really quickly. All right, collective. I'm gonna end this here. Okay. My best recommendation for those of you who are stuck here is to allow them to keep closed off, all right? And you continue to move forward with your life. If this person comes around and you want them back, let them do the work. Let them do the work, all right? But for others of you who are willing to keep this chapter closed, allow it to die out with the death card energy, you have a new love. Potentially, you have new love coming towards you that you can trust. All right, that can take you into a long term journey. I said long term journey. All right, yeah. This is your message. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.